Diane in Denmark here, and rah, rah, rah. It's the start of a new week, which means in Flylady Land that we get to move zone. Now, I've started the timer today. I'm going to be working for 15 minutes in the current zone, and I just want to say that the weather here in Denmark is fantastic right now. If you saw on Instagram or on YouTube last week, I was away in Nice with Vibeke and Helena, but I'll chat to you more about that this week. Today I want to get on with some detail cleaning in here, and I just wanted to point out that, you know, when the weather is this fantastic, or you've got lots of things going on, that's the great thing about the Flylady system. We don't need to be, you know, spending all day cleaning. You know, I've set my timer for 15 minutes. I can get a lot done in this room in 15 minutes. I mean, you've seen it before. We can basically clean from top to bottom, and we're not doing it perfectly. We're just making some progress in this area. And that's what I love about the system. 15 minutes, you're good to go, and you can go off and do something else guilt-free. Anyway, just a wee intro. I've got my cleaning caddy with me. And also, as I've mentioned before, it's a really good idea to add to your control journal the Flylady's cleaning lists. Now, you can do the Flylady system in lots of different ways. The main thing is that you declutter first. Do not spend time, you know, going in with a little toothbrush and cleaning things within an inch of their life unless you've got rid of the clutter first. The clutter is the main thing that holds us back and really makes the house look messy and dirty. Once you get rid of the clutter, it's really easy to clean because you've got, you know, flat surfaces that aren't piled up with stuff. Anyway, you've seen my control journal before, you know, with inspirational pictures, la 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 la. And the Flylady's detailed cleaning lists, you can print them off, or you can just use the Flylady missions. You know, you get the missions are posted Monday, Friday. Don't think that you have to do 5 missions. Just do something. As I said, set your timer and do something, especially when it's this hot. Just, you know, work for 15 minutes and then you're done. Now, I've got my list. I've shown you this before. This is my list for the bathroom, and I've added my own things of what we do in our bathroom. We're all over the world. Some of you have got, you know, kind of screens because you have insects coming in. We don't have that problem with insects coming in, but we have 4 very distinct seasons. So you work with what you've got. You know, bloom where you're planted and just work with what you've got. So I've added a few things to ours. For example, we have a drain in the bottom of the shower, one of those long drains, you know, the drain cover. So I'm going to take that and give it a really good clean today. You know the bit where, you know, the hair and whatever gets stuck. I'm going to be cleaning that today. You may want to de-chalk underneath the taps, you know, take off the taps. I think I did that last time. But anyway, I'm just going to work for 15 minutes. Work along with me. Please don't just sit there watching me. But as always, I film my videos in real time to show you how much you can get done if we just get off our bahookies and concentrate, you know, just focus on one room or one part of the bathroom. And the same if you are, say, in, you know, the bathroom with the kids. You know, if the kids are in the bath, you can be wiping out a shelf in a cupboard, or emptying the rubbish bin and giving that a rinse out. It doesn't need to be, you know, you don't need to spend a set amount of time every day. Just use those, as I call them, magic minutes. You know, when you're waiting for something else to happen, you know, if you're waiting to brush your teeth because the kids are brushing their teeth, you know, you could be, I don't know, wiping off a flat surface or doing a swish and swipe. Anyway, I've been talking for a few minutes, so I'm going to get going. So let me just turn around, and I think I'm going to start with windows. Actually, I'm going to start with my feather duster on a stick and do the ceiling. So I'm just going around the corners. I've also closed the window in here because there are builders next door and men out on the road. So I'm just going around the room clockwise. There we are. There we go. Because I could see there was a little cobweb in here. I'm just going go down to the corners. Right, and that was fast enough. Okay, I'll give that a shake outside when I'm finished. I'll just put it behind you right now. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. When you're in the bathroom area, you may want to wash any rugs that you've got, or if you use a shower curtain. We've got shower walls, glass walls, so we don't, but this is going to go in the wash. So let me just move that out the way. And I've already brought in a clean one to put down when I'm finished. Normally I change it every 2 weeks, but it reminds me just when we're in bathroom zone to do it. Right, just move my wee stool out the way. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very quick vacuum in here. And this is just our old vacuum. It's kind of decrepit, but it sucks. So that's good. As long as it sucks, we're in business. So I'm just going to give a quick vacuum, and what I'm also going to do is vacuum along the top of the skirting boards. And I know it's going to be noisy, but if you haven't gone yet to go and get your little cleaning caddy, you can go and do that now, alright? So, here we go. And in our bathroom we have built-in cupboards, but I'm not going to show you what's in our cupboard because, you know, we've got medicine and products and stuff, and, you know, I share a lot, but I'm not, I don't like to share, you know, what the family uses and medicine and things like that, so you're not going to see me decluttering in some of those cupboards. Let me just move this hoover out the way. Right, I've done the hoovering and I'll mop the floor when I'm finished. I won't show you me doing that. You've seen me with my little mop, my squish mop on a stick. And when I was hoovering, I picked up the rubbish bin. I'm going to empty that and I'll give that a swish out as well. Right, next up, let me see, just check here, yeah. when you're in this zone, it's a good idea to think about, do you need toilet roll, shampoo, hair gel, anything like that? And we've got these soap dispensers, so I'm going to fill that up, and actually I've got enough for one more go. And we don't kind of use any smelly hand soap, I just use something that's the usual, good for the environment, and it doesn't have any smells or perfume in it. So we're not, because we've got a few allergies in the family, so that's that. But next time when I'm in this zone, I'll probably finish off this soap, and then I'll add it to my errand list so that I've got, more so that we're not kind of running out. Don't want to run out of toilet roll or anything like that. Right, so that is that filled up. Let's see, so I've done up on the top, I've hoovered, I've got my mats, my new mat to go down once I've mopped the floor. The other mat will go into the wash, we'll empty the rubbish bin, and I think what I'm going to do next now, I'm going to do the windows. And I know I've said this before, but whenever we're in the zone, that's when I like to do the windows, the inside of the windows. We have a window cleaner who does the outside of the windows. We've got a 3-story house, and he comes with his special ladders and equipment. He does that 3 times a year. I do the ones myself at our Swedish summer house on the outside because I can reach those, but we've only got 1 floor there. But anyway, I'm just going to use my usual biodegradable cleaner and my wee Flylady cloth and do a quick squish. So I'll start with the one, we've got 3 windows on here, and I'll start with the one that's closest to you. So I'm just going to go up on the stool. There we go. Squish. And when you're doing the windows like this, when you're in the zone, they never get that dirty. Right, that is one done. I'm just going to open the window again for a wee bit of fresh air, and I'm wiping down also the glass surrounds at the same time. Now my plant, if you've got plants in here, maybe you want to give them a wee wash. I watered and washed this one before I went to Nice last week, because as I said, we've had fantastic weather here in Denmark recently. I mean, it's really like suddenly we've fast forwarded from winter to early summer. I'm just going up. Right, squish. I'll close the window in a wee minute if it gets noisy, but they seem to be on a break outside. Just as a little aside, when you have builders here in Denmark, they start at 7 o'clock on the dot. So if you've got builders in your house, you've really got to be up and dressed to shoes. That's why I was so grateful for my Flylady routines when we had work done here. And builders, and just another thing, builders, when they come in your house, they take off their shoes at the door. The plumber, the electrician, they all take off their shoes at the door and walk around in their socks. There you go. Right, last one. Squish. Alright. Next bit here. Aha. Okay, that's my timer going off. But I was speaking for a few minutes, so let me see. I think I'll just do 1 or 2 things more and then we're done. Oh, I know what I'll do. We have a radio which we use, when we're in the shower. So I've got rechargeable batteries in this, so I'm going to recharge the batteries when we're in the zone. So that's that. I'll put that there. Move that out of the way. And I think the last thing I'll do is wipe down the outside of the sink and outside of the bath. That's one of the missions that you'll see coming quite often on the Flylady missions, where they're posted. So, wipe down the outside of the toilet and at the back. Sorry about that one. the smell of that cleaner. I think it's mint and lavender. It smells like being in a spa. Right, let's use a wee tiny bit of my bathroom cleaning spray. I'm just going to give a wipe down here. And when you're doing your swish and swipe every day, it really does keep down the amount of dirt in the bathroom. You know, your swish and swipe is just wiping, you know, the inside of the sink, the surface, and doing the toilet. Right. And just do the bath, and that will be us. Just turn the cloth over. Round and round and round, round and round the radical road, the radical rascal ran. And if you're wondering about cleaning the inside of your bath, if you've got a tub, you know, do it when you're in there, when you're having a bath. At the end of your bath, you know, just take your washcloth and go around the inside of it. And my daughter was in the bath the other day and had used one of those bath bomb things, and the next morning, I thought, whoa, there were so many little gold stars in there, and it was blue. Anyway, we got it cleaned out, but it was quite funny. I keep on finding these stars everywhere. Right, and I think we are just about there. And you may want to wipe down the taps as well, anything that's getting shiny. Right. Voila. Okay, that can go in the washing basket. Ooh, the washing basket here. So the washing basket. That's my wee part to fill off the tap in the bath. Right. Okay, so it really is hot in here today. So the last things that I'm going to do when I switch off the camera, I'm going to empty the bin, just give it a wee rinse out, and I'm going to give a quick mop with my Scoosh Goosh mop on a stick, and then when it's dry I can put down the clean bath mat and I am good to go. Anyway, I'll check in with you later this week for a wee chat, but just do what you can, and once you're finished, I'm going to say, give yourself a rah, rah, rah. Okay, that's it for me. Diane here in gloriously sunny Denmark. May live long and prosper. May the Danish sugar be with you, and I hope it's sunny where you are. Okay, bye for now.